Chicago. And we are back again, this time on another fantastic, sucker-free, wonderful Wednesday night. How are you all doing out there? Me? Absolutely fabulous, I tell you. And if you're not having a fabulous day, you should be having a fabulous day despite whatever's going on in your life. You should be having a fabulous day because somewhere within that day, a blessing has come somewhere in your life. And I don't even care if you're homeless. Somebody gave you $1 today. Somebody bought you a meal today. I'm just saying. And if you are mentally incapacitated, someone took care of you. I'm just saying. But needless to say, you all, I have had 3 or 4 tries with this live, meaning that I put up the title, filled out the description and everything, and kept wiping it away. Not intentionally, but you know how you leave it for later and you don't hit the tab button to open up all the tabs and you hit the YouTube? Yeah, my dumb ass kept doing that for quite some time. Yeah, we've been doing that for quite some time. But you have some people out here who are unlike me, that is just not happy with themselves, just not happy with their life. And those people cause a lot of chaos. And for everybody that's out there, that's in the chat room, that hasn't showed up yet, I want to thank you for tuning in and watching THEMOSHOW Chicago. And if this is your first time watching the show, I ask that you share the information with relatives, friends, coworkers, anyone that you come into contact with. It is a magnificent way to jumpstart your conversation. To kick things off, yeah, I was debating like, which way do I go? I don't have no notes. It's just a straight live, straight freestyle that is full of information for you. Here in Chicago, some people are not having a good day. And I understand, especially if you are being detained by ICE, okay? If you're being detained by ICE, I know that you are not having a good day, okay? If you have had interactions with Chicago police and you end up being arrested, well, I know you got some problems there too. Yeah, the hat here, changing brothers' mentality. That's what we are doing around here. We are changing brothers' mentalities so brothers won't be in jail. I can't stop the ICE thing, okay? But I can help you stay out of jail, okay? I can help you stay free. You see, despite what other people may say or think, I can help you stay free. Don't you like to keep your freedom? When you know you are on the brink of losing it, that's right. You're tuned in to the right channel. Who we got out there? Yeah. Who we got? Salite Franks, Janella Edits, Janetta Ellets. Hope the sub helps. Hey, I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Janelle. Janelle it is, right? Janelle. I appreciate that. Subscribing to the channel. 100. I send shots out to you. Let me put my hat back on so I can tip my hat to you, okay? Thank you. And for all of you out there who want to support this channel, you can do it very easily. Just press the subscribe button, just like Janelle did. Hit that notification, that bell, and the word all to help ensure that you get notifications when we upload videos on YOUTUBE. because you could have been doing something else with someone else. But you decided to stop by to see what we had to say. And we thank you for that, okay? Thanks for subscribing to the channel. Who else we got out there? Wow, Gaio Kusin. A starfish can lose an arm and still live, even grow a new one, showing that change doesn't mean losing who you are. Similarly, LGBT people often go through journeys of transformation while remaining true to their core selves. Okay, well, I guess they do. I mean, I wouldn't know. I don't know. Any, do you know about that? Oh, that's Sally Franks. Sally Franks. Hi, Sally Franks. It looks like Salite, but I guess it's Sally. Sally Franks. Shouts out to you. Shouts out to Janelle. Shouts out to Gaio Kusin. Shouts out to Exalted Born. Deuteronomy 26:68, which describes God bringing the Israelites back to Egypt in ships where they would be sold into slavery but find no buyers. Scott P. Abuso, shouts out to you. It's prophecy. This is Exalted Born. It's prophecy. The original man will suffer, and in the end, we are in the tribes of Israel. Damn, that's how you want to kick things off, man? Who? Cashmere too. You got dementia. Nah, I don't have no dementia, man. I don't have dementia. But I want to thank you for being out there, for being one of those trolls out there. We don't have dementia around here. We're just interacting with those who are in the chat room because you could have been doing something else with someone else, okay? But you here, which is important. Who else we got out there? Brody Jensen. Brody Jensen, love the positivity, brother. Hey, man, if you're not on a positive kinetic note, that means that you are non-kinetic. Your energy is stagnant. So I try to keep it on the positive, have a high vibration, have a high energy so that I can do what? Encourage people, influence people on the right way, and keep them out of jail. Okay? But yeah, seeing that I have dementia, dementia, what's your name, Jensen? The National Guard here, it's no big thing. We don't need them. This is an act of Donald Trump. This is an act of Donald Trump. Governor Fritzer, nor did Brandon Johnson call them here. In fact about it, these troops that's being deployed all over the country is a distraction for you all from Donald Trump to not want those Epstein files open. That's what all of this is about. The National Guard has been here in Chicago before in 1968, after the death of King. It's not the first time. We didn't need them then. But the mayor at that time called them in. The mayor called them in, not the president. Yeah. These National Guards, first it was ICE. ICE was for the undocumented people. And now you got the National Guards here for the gangbangers, for crime. So what are the police here for? What do you have the police here for? Like I said, not even the governor is calling for the aid and the assistance of the National Guards from Texas. Ironically, the governor of Texas, that Abbott dude, is the same one who sent all of the immigrants from Texas here. And then Donald Trump is going to send the Texas National Guard here? Man, come on. Y'all need to stop playing games out there. You see what I mean? The very same state, or the people who run the state, sent their problems here and then try to send you help from the same place from where the problem initially existed or came from, Texas. Now, I know Donald Trump didn't have nothing to do with that, but Abbott is on Trump's side and Trump is on Abbott's side, okay? You're dealing with the same people. They give you the problem, then they want to give you the solution. Like I said, not to mention the fact that this is the overplay for the underplay to keep you distracted from those Epstein files. In fact, about it, if you think I'm lying, has anybody heard anything about those Epstein files since Donald Trump has been deploying National Guards across the country? Nope. Has anybody heard about those Epstein files since the death of Charlie Kirk? Nope. Because you are continuously being distracted. If you are a gangbanger, look, these people know where certain sections of people are at, okay? They know where they are at, but they refuse to go there. Why harass innocent people? Why harass innocent people? If you are a gang member, stay inside. If you all are not forming a rainbow coalition among you street soldiers, stay in the house. Let them go by, man. They have to leave anyway. And if you give them nothing to do, well, you know, they got to leave earlier. Then get back to business, if that's what you choose to do. But during this time is a great time for you to use that time constructively, even if you are one of those criminal-minded people. This is a good time, a great time for you to sit back and think. All of you gangbangers, sit back and think. Don't go outside and help yourself to lose your freedom among these traitors to the country. Traitors to the country. Don't lose your freedom to the traitors of the country. And I do mean the National Guard. Hell, you even have former servicemen who are out here on social media who are disapproving the deployment of National Guards on U.S. citizens. Isn't that like illegal? Seeing that the very same places that these National Guards are being sent to, these cities and states are not rebellion to the government. They may be breaking a couple of laws like everybody do in every state, but they're not rebellion or rebelling against the government. You know, So all of this is a distraction. Stay yourself in the house. Why be outside if you're not forming a united front with all gangs against their presence? Politicians in the city are making a defense wall against their presence of being here. They're not supposed to be here. We don't want them here. They're not going to change anything. What do you see on YouTube or social media? You see one clip of them doing something to a brother. Have you seen them, tie strap, kids, put them in trucks, U-Haul trucks, separate them from their parents? And they got the California National Guard in Portland, Oregon. Man, all of this is a distraction and a fear tactic to keep you in the box, to keep you controlled. You can't control crime, Donald Trump. You cannot control crime, especially with the policies that you have made in this country against the citizens. Look at how many people have been unemployed or got unemployed since January, Donald Trump. How many millions of people? All of the programs that you've taken away from hardworking people, that extra money or that extra boost or that extra benefit or, spiff, whatever you want to call it, that helped their household. You took that away from them. But here it is. You have all of these servicemen and women going against the citizens of a city and a state that is not in rebellion to the policies and laws of that state, meaning government. We're not trying to topple Chicago's government. We're not trying to topple Portland government. We're not trying to topple Seattle's government. We're not trying to topple Memphis government. Wherever you sending these troops at. Ain't nobody trying to topple the government. But you know what? We Chicagoans don't care where you come from. Because Chicago is going to be Chicago. And you don't scare citizens of Chicago. We're not trying to have war with you, National Guards, traitors of the country under Donald Trump orders. How do you think these people feel? These service members who are deployed to these cities. Don't think that they are dumb. Don't think that they are incoherent as to what's going on. Even when Donald Trump called the meeting with all of those generals, they didn't respect him. Most people in this country do not respect you, Donald Trump, your policies, nor your administration. You have people in your administration with positions that aren't qualified to be in those positions. Yeah. And then you want to have a coin. I believe Donald Trump is going to have his face on coins as of next year. And if I'm not mistaken, They come in what, like dollars, coins, like the Susan B. Anthony. Would you get one? I wouldn't get one. I wouldn't get one, and it's not going to be worth anything anyway. Not with his face on it. This man, Donald Trump, is ruining this country. Even the people who voted for him, are regretting that they have. Yeah, 100. Who we got out here? Be real, recentered the dude. Would you eat ethically grown human meat? Man, I did a video on that. Be real and recentered years ago. And no, I would not eat that meat. And I feel sorry for the organs of anybody who do consume ethically grown human meat. You know, some people say that humans are not even supposed to eat meat. I mean, like, if you look at some of the animals that we have here on the planet, they don't eat meat. And they are huge as ever and are strong as ever without even eating meat. And most of the meat that we eat today, that we consume, a lot of it is contaminated, gives us cancer, the meat. So, no, hell, I don't want to eat the meat that I'm eating now. You think I'm going to eat some genetically grown human meat? Are you crazy, man? What's wrong with the man? Kefir, unmanned aviation. He must have a mouse in his pocket. Clean up your city. Okay. Shia LaBeouf. Is that Shia? Shia LaBeouf. I'm sorry. Shia LaBeouf. Kefir, unnamed aviation. Skippy, bro is acting like criminals are victims. Everybody that's out there in the chat room, start again. You in Cowboy Town. Skippy, everybody that's out there in the chat room, Jeremiah, Gumball, Exalted Born, everybody that's out there, I want to thank you once again for tuning in, because you could have been somewhere else with someone else doing something else. Yeah. But you're here. And while you're here, we are changing brothers' mentality around here. That's right, CBM. And if you all watch that television series entitled The Chi that comes on Paramount, movie outlet, and you will see one of the actors called Nook. Nook has this very same hat on in the last 2 episodes of The Chi, Paramount. Changing brothers' mentality. But you can't change people that don't want to be changed. You can't change people that don't want to be changed, or a person that does not want to change. You can't, you can lay some dog food out for a dog, but you can't make him eat it. And you can't fix stupid. That's right. You can't fix stupid, okay? But see, the thing is here, when you have lack of opportunity, uneducated about yourself, about respect for yourself, not book educated. We're talking about educated about just life itself. Having respect for humanity or another human, having compassion for another human. And thus far, this administration don't have any of that. And you have a lot of people that's in the streets in the city of in Chicago here that don't have compassion. This is concrete jungle. We face danger every single day. It's a shame that you have to live in a city in which you don't know if you're coming home or not. But hell, you don't know if you're going to get stopped by the police and know if you're going to make it home or not. That's also a shame too. What are these National Guards supposed to do? Who are they looking for? Who are they looking for? Huh? Gangbangers, criminals. The chief of police here in the Windy City, he's not cooperating with these people. And he shouldn't. And he shouldn't. You want the military, now, mind you, the National Guards, you all, are not all of these highly trained people. The National Guard are weekend soldiers. They are weekend soldiers, meaning they are people who go to work every day just like you do. They're not real soldiers. They're part-time soldiers. Like you have security guards that's part-time police. Yeah. Half of the people that's in the National Guard don't even know their MOS, how to do it properly. That's 100. How can you be efficient at something that you only do twice a month? How can you be efficient at something that you only do twice a month? So what, they got a gun? They got guns in the street right outside. Lots of them. They're not going to stop people from being killed. They're not going to stop no murders. They're not going to stop no robberies. And the crime was already going down before ICE got here, before the National Guard got here from Texas. All of this is a distraction. Y'all be aware of that. All of this is nothing but a distraction. So they got this one clip. Let's see what other clips they're going to come out with. Hell, you got federal agents tear gassing the police here. Yeah. They want to call it friendly fire. I don't think so. Because the feds here in Chicago is in ops right now to the Chicago Police Department. Yeah. That's keeping it a buck. Who we got out there? Whole grain cereal. Uncle Ruckus. I got a fuck ice beanie today. Damn. Well, now it's going all the way down. Be happy. Ooh, yeah. They the ops. Yes, they are the ops. Federal agents here in Chicago are ops to the Chicago Police Department. Yes, that would be correct. 94, Mr. 94, shouts out to you. I don't know if you're Mr. or Mrs., King or Queen, but shouts out to you, 94. They are the ops. Even against the citizens of the city don't even want them here. And for those of them who are, yes, we need you, Donald Trump, it's your badass kids that's out there that's starting the ruckus. Look, these kids comes from some parents, right? So if your child is a reflection of you, I think you need to go back in the mirror again or do a rebirth of the same child that you just had, or, well, not just had, but, yeah, the real street dude, your son, uh-huh, the real street chick, your daughter, uh-huh, that saw you doing the same thing, uh-huh, you raised them. So you need someone else to control your child. You need the president of the United States to continuously have his foot on your neck because you ain't doing your job. Yeah, that's keeping it a buck. You ain't doing your job. Parents, with all of these bad murderous baby kids out here, those YNs. But some of those parents be right in cahoots with those YNs. Just look at cashing out. The rapper cashing out, him and his mama was running a prostitute ring. Look at Puffy and his mama right now. Luckily, she ain't doing no time like cashing out mama is right now. Yeah. Sometimes you have parents that's just as worse as the child or has taught the child. Look at Jim Jones tongue kissing his mama. He says mama taught him how to tongue kiss. I'm just saying. We teach our child in which way that they should go. We should hope that we do anyway. But there's a lot of children out here that has been misguided because their parents are misguided. Now, you got some family members out there that's criminals. And some people are a success at criminals or at being a criminal. Just look at America. Huh? We got criminals in charge right now. But the National Guard is not going to stop Chicagoans from doing anything. But if you are a gangbanger, stay inside. Stay inside. Not that you are afraid, but to keep your freedom and let them go on by their way. And when they leave, like I said, maybe you would have calmed down. Maybe you would have thought things through and have a change of mental thought. We have to make our safe selves, we have to make ourselves safe here. And it's never going to be safe like it used to be, especially when you got criminals running the country. Y'all want to send somebody to jail? How about, how many felonies that guy got? 34 felonies. You want to get immigrants out? Start with himself. His daddy was an immigrant here. His wife is an immigrant. Let's start with them. Send the National Guard right to the White House, 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Yeah, the part-time soldiers. But it's a shame that the president of the United States is making life very uncomfortable for citizens here in this country. Like I said, we make things look crazy, but when things are out of our control that we can't control, meaning this invasion of the National Guard, man, they be gone in 2 weeks, man. Bye. Bye. And let them go back to Walmart where they work at. Yeah, this is where the National Guards work at, these people. They work in Walmarts. They work in Wendy's. They work in shopping malls. They work at shoe outlets, okay? They work in warehouses. I'm not saying that they are not professional people at what they do for a living, but securing things in the military is not something that the National Guard specialize in. They don't know how to deal with every average citizens, as Donald Trump would call them, criminals. They don't know how to interact with them. They don't know them. The only thing that they know that they have a force behind them that is an evil force. Do you think the National Guard really want to be in somebody else's state right now? Walking their streets talking about arresting somebody? They don't even know how to put handcuffs on, man. Trust me. They not all that, bro. They're part-time soldiers. Once a month. They report to work once a month. Not twice a month. Once a month. And they only active duty, meaning training at some other military facility for 2 weeks. That's it. And you have all of these rappers like King Yella. Yeah, King Yella. That's from Chicago, that lives out there in Las Vegas. Says that he fucks with Trump. That's what he says. He fucks with Trump. You know what? Let me pull that up for you, okay? Let me pull that up for you, okay?
Catching a hat. That's all they want to do is kill people and take people's life, bro. Come on, bro. It's more to life than that. And then you got the people that's in control that really not doing nothing but talking. Okay, Chicago is the most dangerous place in the world. And I fuck with Trump. I ain't got nothing against Trump, but Trump stand on business. Stop, don't even let nobody know.
He fuck with Trump. You live all the way in Vegas. King Yella. Y'all want to hear that again? You all the way in Vegas. You got grandparents here? Me too. You got a mama here probably? Me too. You got other cousins, nieces? Me too. And I'm here while you in Vegas. And you talking about you fuck with Trump. I'm going to play that again.
Except catching a hat. That's all they want to do is kill people and take people's life, bro. Come on, bro. It's more to life than that. And then you got the people that's in control that really not doing nothing but talking. Okay, Chicago is the most dangerous place in the world. And I fuck with Trump. I ain't got nothing against Trump, but Trump stand on business. Stop, don't even let nobody know. You giving people heads up, don't even give nobody a heads up. Boys just gonna be talking. How's ice and all them?
King Yella. I know you're a young guy, I know you're a young guy. Maybe in your 30s, still don't know nothing. And I say that because you fuck with this idiot, Donald Trump. All of these rappers and entertainers, all of these YouTubers that's telling you to inadvertently to side with the politician, especially one who don't like you, meaning Trump, or one of those Republicans who got their foot on your neck, but you fuck with Trump. So you, King Yella, feel that it is necessary for the devil to enter the city and take control of it because your grandmama lived there, because your mama lived there. If you cared about it so much, why you ain't here, King Yella, to king up the, to clean up the block? You and your goons, huh? Didn't you help create this mess, King Yella? Did you not help create this mess? You helped create it, and then you run away to the West Coast, to Vegas, and then talk about how we need the National Guard here. Man, you helped make some of this problem. Stop me when I'm lying. I'm just saying. Oh, Chicago, Chicago's so bad. Where you grew up at on the South Side, over there by 8th Street, like by 63rd, 67th, 65th, where you was doing some terrorizing yourself. They didn't need the National Guard then, did they, King Yella? While you was out here terrorizing people in the city of Chicago, we didn't need the National Guard then. But you root for him. Yo. Check out what he say. Check out what he say. I have some respect for you, bro. And then you say that you side with Donald Trump. What's wrong with people? Check him out. Look what he's saying. No. I'm going to find it. Come on. Get through that.
Oh, yeah. I ain't holding back. I got Lil Wayne on my shirt. Y'all don't know about that, man. Come on, man. Hey. Y'all in trouble. I told y'all. And I'm glad. Let's make Chicago great again. Let's make Chicago a place where you can have peace, where old folks can come sit on their porch, where little kids can play in the front yard. Let's bring back the old Chicago, the good times, man. The good times, literally the good times. So President Trump has sent over hundreds of National Guards. They have arrived in Chicago. They are there now. They're there now. Y'all in trouble. Ask me so, guys.
Man, shut up. You all the way in Vegas. And like I said, we're in trouble because of the mess that you helped create, King Yella. Gang, gang. Gang, gang to that. Ain't nobody in no trouble. Ain't nobody in no trouble. They blowing this thing all out of proportion. And if you listen to him, King Yella, telling you inadvertently to fuck with Donald Trump because he fucks with Donald Trump, he don't even know Donald Trump. He don't even know Donald Trump. I bet he can't call him. What's his phone number, man? Yeah, King Yella, man. You fuck with Donald Trump. Damn, man. Don't be encouraging these people inadvertently or subliminally to, change their flag to red, because a lot of people in Chicago have flipped red, meaning flip to the Republican Party. Yeah. Don't encourage them to like this guy. Because this guy doesn't like American citizens. Did you hear me? Donald Trump don't like American citizens, especially if you're black or Puerto Rican or Mexican. He don't like you. Please don't be Chinese. Yeah, I'm serious. Y'all think I'm playing out there? Chain Host Garage. What's up, man? What's Jason? Bro, you got a head on your shoulders. My business partner is clever as fuck like you. I could do with a brain like you right now. Man, I appreciate that compliment, brother. Shouts out to West Jason out there. Where's Jason? Chain Host Garage. What the Democratic Party done for you in the past 30 years? Oh, okay. Okay, who we got out there? What's his name again? Yeah, Chain Hoist Garage. What has the Democratic Party done for me in the last 30 years? The same thing that the Republican Party has done for me in the past 30 years. Nothing. Any other questions? Nothing. What have they done for humanity in this country? It's not about being black. It's talking about being a citizen in this country. I don't care what color you are, what color you are in the crayon box. You didn't ask to be that color, but that's how you came. You know, you didn't make a choice of who your family is. You know, you just, happen to run into them along the way, okay? But in this case, nah. I remember Hassan Campbell was telling people to fuck with Trump. Now, he's a big YouTube influence on people. But now he has to retract all of the nonsense that he spoke out of his mouth in regards to people supporting Donald Trump. Because he says that he's no longer supporting any politician. You know why? Because he stuck his foot in his mouth. And you, King Yella, have stuck your foot in your mouth. Oh, make Chicago great again. Make it safe again. You are one of the people who helped make it unsafe. But now you're going to say, let's make it safe. King Yella. Moving right along to this next person by the name of General Seti. You know, the brother from Detroit, the Pan-Africanist, the Black Power, the gas brother. General Seti. I must admit, you are undefeated. But however, you did take an L when Umar Johnson came to your town. You dared not to show up. You dared not show up when he was there in your town a couple of years ago. He called you out in Detroit and told you to be there, and he'll let you in for free. You didn't show up. You ain't all that gangster, dude. Here it is. You keep talking about Louis Farrakhan, weren't you raised in a family of Muslims? Didn't you say your grandmama, your grandfather, your uncle, and were Muslims that were in the nation, that were in Mosque #1 in Detroit? So are you saying that your grandmama, your grandfather, your uncle, like Pianki, you mean to tell me then people didn't teach you to have no respect? Are you telling me that they're foolish? Is that what you're telling me, General Seti? I think you hate Minister Louis Farrakhan more than the Jew hate Louis Farrakhan, General Seti. I think you hate Louis Farrakhan more than the Jew man hates Louis Farrakhan. He's a human being. And no, I don't agree with everything that he says. You would be a fool to go along with everything that someone says. Leader, boss, teacher, pastor, reverend, imam, master teacher. Even master teachers make mistakes, but they have so much validity that the mistake that they have made is irrelevant to all of that which they've been right about. And this is the case with Minister Farrakhan. I put up like, I don't know, 5, 6 uploads of the minister. Seti comes back with the Minister Farrakhan brushing his beard with his pick, Farrakhan said this here, about how we are cursed by God. We are marked because we disobeyed God. I don't believe everything that the minister says, General Seti. And if a person really studies history like Elijah Muhammad instructed us to do, study history, you would find a whole lot of things wrong with the Nation of Islam and the lessons. But see, when you think like I do, you know that something's wrong from where you've been. I'm a thinker, not a follower. And any person who knows history could tell you that Islam, that religion, enslaved black people way before Christianity did. I think this took place like in 725 BC, and that's according to our master teacher, Dr. John Henry Clark, General Seti. I got that smoke. Yeah, my program, we got that smoke with Minister Louis Farrakhan. Yeah. And I'm going to put some more up there too. I'm going to put you up there too. I'm going to put you on, Seti. But we also got that smoke with Dr. Francis Cress Wilson. We also got that smoke with Dr. John Henry Clark. We also got that smoke with Dr. Benjo Hockinen. We also got that smoke with Dr. Amos Wilson. So what's your beef, man? You want the smoke? You want smoke with me? No, you don't. Because there's no smoke to have. If you really knew me, if you really knew me or know who I am, you wouldn't have no smoke with me. We are both working for the same thing, upliftment of the minds, right? We are working on the same thing, the upliftment of the mind. We are fishermen, right? So why you trying to cut off all my fish from the line, bro? That ain't Pan-Africanism. That's hateism. That's you a hater, man. And I support you. I even bought 2 of your t-shirts. You charged me $50 for both of them. $50 a piece. And I support you. I like your videos. Hell, like I said, I'm going to put you on my channel, but yet you hate my channel. You hate the content that I bring. Why do you hate that man who has raised the minds of so many? How many minds have you raised? Have you raised more minds than Minister Louis Farrakhan, General Seti? I think that answer would be emphatically no. And seeing that that is the case, man, why don't you choke on a bone sometime, bro? Stay in your lane. Stay in your own lane, bro. You talk about Pan-Africanism, but you destroy other brothers when you see them on their way up. But you talk about Black power. How many times have I asked you for help? How many times have I asked YouTubers for help that call themselves Black power people or Black Pan-Africanists? Huh? I haven't got no help from the very same people who propagate that madness like General Seti. You're the sage of the age, bro. So they say. And you say. But I do know, historically, you hard to beat. I know that. And if you know me or get a chance to know me, maybe you'll have a change of heart. But just because my content is different than yours, I'm just taking a different path. You have to reach people where they're at, right? Black power. Bro, lay off the minister, bro. Can you compare yourself to Louis Farrakhan? You don't think that Louis Farrakhan know what you know? You don't think he know what you know? Now, does he teach it sometime? Yes. Does he teach it all the time? No. Just like you don't teach all the time either. I'm not defending Louis Farrakhan, but I'm like, damn, man, you trying to throw the man under the bus every chance you can get. You hate Louis Farrakhan more than the Jew man do, bro. Damn. But you Black power. Oh, you want to compare him to Marcus Garvey. Hell, him and Marcus Garvey was on the same path, just taking different directions. And they had to move certain ways. Huh? What way are you moving? Except for trying to tear other people down. That's really trying to out here fish. Trying to fish. And like I said, if you really know me, or you know, you wouldn't want no smoke. Because you'd be like, damn. Oh, General Seti. I can help you and you can help me. How about that? Oh, I can't help you? Okay, I'm sorry. But I still need your help. All of you big YouTubers that I've been asking for help, I need your help. Straight up. All of you talking about that black power, unity, struggle, gas my ass. Yeah. But anyway, you all. The National Guard ain't gonna change nothing. Ain't gonna change nothing. They got to leave. They got to go back to Texas to their family. And remember, the guy who's running ICE here, that's over there in Great Lakes, that's where they headquarters, which is like, I don't know, maybe 50 miles away from here. Great Lakes, give or take, He said that they are apprehending people based on how they look. Racial profiling. Now think about that. That's my time for right now. I hope you all got something out of this video. I hope that General Seti gets a chance to watch it. I hope that King Yella gets a chance to watch it. And I want to thank everybody out there in the chat room who have stayed and watched this video. Okay? And by the way, if you haven't been over to my other channel, MOPOWERZ, here on YOUTUBE, go over there and check that channel out and view those audiobook series that we have left for you all. Black Man of the Nile and His Family, Stolen Legacy, As a Man Thinketh, The Destruction of Black Civilization, The Fall of America, Message to the Black Man in America, From Babylon to Timbuktu, The Demonology of King James. Yeah, King James. Yeah, James, but he, sort of, And not only that, we have the chronological order from alchemy to Wicca. We have the World 16 Crucified Saviors over there. We have the Miseducation of the Negro, and another 900 more videos on that channel. So get yourself over there, MOPOWERZ here on YOUTUBE. That's MOPOWERZ here on YOUTUBE. And if you are into Chicago, old school music, or just old school music, we're going to say screw the Chicago, because there's going to be a lot more music that I have up there, and movies and comedy from individuals that's not from Chicago. So if you are into old school hip hop, gangster rap, R&B, spoken word, comedy, independent movies, Chicago street clips, go over to my other channel, THEMOSHOW Classics. That's the last channel. I only have 3. THEMOSHOW Classics. All one word, no space, here on YOUTUBE. And find the likes of Dion Cole, Diane Corder, Reggie Reg, Quintella, Daryl Banks, Shari, Mano, Still Black Sea, Malak, Slugs Loyal, and Dub, Twister, Shauna, Crucial Conflict, Affiliated Fellows, Official Business, Mecca, Big Taz, Lunatic the Messiah, and a whole lot of other people. Killer Bloodline, Project Pat. Get yourself over to that channel, THEMOSHOW Classics. THEMOSHOW Classics. All one word, no space, here on YOUTUBE. And on our way out the door, we ask that you press that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and the word all to help ensure that you get notifications when we upload videos here on YOUTUBE. And also press those condiments, the like and the share. Share the information with relatives, friends, co-workers, anyone that you come into contact with. It is a magnificent way to jumpstart your conversation. Thanks for viewing, you all. Peace out. Never give up on your DREAMS. That's my time. Watch out for those uploads and lives and shorts.